The opening scene is set in the year 2036, and we learn that Earth has been taken over by an alien race known as the Vuv. That's not an intimidating name. Their arrival has resulted in widespread unemployment and homelessness among humans, while the aliens live in luxurious floating cities above the planet. Despite this tragedy, the Vuv assert that they are here to improve human civilization. We then cut to a high school student named Adam Campbell, who has a passion for art and painting. He lives with his mother Beth and his sister Natalie after their father abandoned them. Beth, a lawyer by profession, is currently jobless, but they are fortunate enough to have a home, unlike many who are homeless. One day, Natalie is seen trying to grow their own food in the garden because all they get is the artificial stuff provided by the aliens. Meanwhile, Adam is trying to paint a view of the sky, but at the same time, the aliens' floating city parks right above their place, blocking the view completely. The sky is a stupid idea for a painting anyway. At school, Adam is seen attending his final English class, during which students are given a device that connects their minds, and they watch a presentation from the aliens. After the presentation, the English teacher announces his forced retirement because the aliens want humans to adopt Vuv culture and replace human labor with machines. In this way, the school doesn't waste money on the teachers. Later, Adam notices a new student named Chloe in his art class. He seems to be drawn to her, and as a result, he strikes up a conversation. Adam learns that Chloe's family is homeless, and they've been living under a bridge. After class, the duo is making their way out when they are startled by the sound of a gunshot. Upon turning back, they learn that their English teacher has committed the unthinkable. This implies how tragic and depressed the humans have become ever since the aliens' arrival. The English teacher could have waited at least a couple more minutes, so the students didn't have to hear that. Nevertheless, considering Chloe's dire situation, Adam invites her family to come stay at their house. During dinner, Chloe's father, Mr. Marsh, expresses gratitude to Beth for the meal and promises to pay rent once he finds a job. Beth is surprised by the mention of rent, as she thought they were only staying for the night. In response, Adam explains that he promised Chloe they could stay in their basement for as long as they needed. Enraged, Beth takes her son aside to reprimand him in private. Just because the girl makes things hard for you doesn't mean she has to make things hard for all of us. But Adam believes there's nothing wrong in helping needy people, especially the ones he wants to bone. On the weekend, Chloe invites Adam to join her in scavenging for items. She takes him to a location where the aliens discard objects from their floating cities. She searches the area in hopes of finding something valuable to sell and earn some money. While they search, Adam shares a story about his father, a real estate developer who received an offer to build housing for the aliens. However, he declined due to unfair terms and shifted to California instead. Amidst their conversation, Adam sketches a portrait of Chloe. Upon returning home, he finishes his artwork and shows it to Chloe, who likes it. Their conversation eventually takes a romantic turn, and just as they are about to kiss, Chloe's father interrupts them. Sensing something amiss, he keeps the curtain open, preventing them from engaging in any private activities. Suddenly, Adam doesn't feel so good about giving these people a home. The next day at school, Chloe attempts to sell the scavenged items to generate rent money for Beth, but she can hardly get anything sold. As a result, she comes up with another way to earn money. She tells Adam about a device that allows couples to broadcast their lives to the aliens, who find human romantic love intriguing. This process, known as the courtship broadcast, pays couples for sharing their romantic stories. Chloe asks Adam if he would be willing to partner with her. Adam hesitates, saying that he prefers privacy, and it's uncomfortable to feel someone peeking into their love life. However, Chloe insists that everything will remain natural, eventually convincing Adam. From that day onward, the two begin their romantic relationship while broadcasting it to the aliens. The device attached to their foreheads records their experiences and emotions. It also announces the number of viewers and the money they earn, which Adam finds somewhat disturbing. As days pass, their relationship deepens, resulting in more viewers and increased income. Within a few days, they are able to afford better food, and the families are more than happy to have such food after a long gap. Even during the dinner time, Chloe tries to record the conversations about family and love, but Beth tells her not to bring business to the table. After dinner, Adam tries to have some private time with Chloe without the device, but she insists on keeping it on, which saddens him. One day, Mr. Marsh and Chloe's brother Hunter try to learn the alien language, which is based on sounds. A short while later, Beth arrives and notices the two using her computer without asking for permission first. This prompts her to confront them, saying that they should respect the boundaries. Hunter becomes upset and leaves, and Mr. Marsh expresses his displeasure as Beth embarrassed him in front of his son. Their discussion soon escalates into an intense argument, leading both families to raise their voices. Before long, Beth shuts everyone up and claims that they must create some house rules going forward. Following this incident, the two families have dinner separately. The dispute between their families creates tension between Chloe and Adam. Despite this, they try to continue broadcasting their moments, but their lack of focus results in a low number of viewers. In addition, Adam gets even more uncomfortable because he feels that they're just pretending to be a couple for the sake of the broadcast. One day, while at school, Adam and Chloe receive a letter from the Alien Broadcasting Commission, ABC. They ask one of their classmates to translate it, only to discover that they are facing a lawsuit from the broadcasting company. In order to discuss the matter, they are taken to one of the floating cities in a flying bus. Upon arrival, they are picked up by a man in a golf cart. They are surprised to learn that humans also work in the alien city. It turns out the man used to be a neurosurgeon, but the aliens chose him to work there as a driver. Hearing this, Adam thinks that it's sad, but the man claims that he's making way more money than he did as a surgeon. A short while later, the driver drops them off at an opening in the middle of a golf course and instructs them to enter. Inside, they encounter an alien named Shirley, receiving a massage from a human woman. The alien communicates via sound produced by rubbing its palms, and a computer translates it into human language. Shirley accuses them of deceiving their viewers since they are not in love any longer. The duo wonders if Shirley can read their hidden emotions, to which she explains that years of studying human emotions have enabled the aliens to understand matters of the heart and biological changes. Shirley demands that they repay all the money earned through the broadcasts or face a lawsuit, burdening them with a huge debt spanning 6 generations. Unable to afford such a debt, Chloe proposes an alternative. They can continue the broadcast, but with different partners. This heartbreaking suggestion deeply affects Adam, but Shirley accepts it. On their way back, Adam demands an explanation for her decision. In response, she makes him realize how romance is not her priority, as food and shelter are. Upon arriving home, Beth checks the contract and admits there's nothing to do because the alien lawyers are too powerful to confront. However, she is concerned about the potential harm legal action could bring her son, so she decides to visit Shirley to generate some other way out. Once there, Beth acknowledges her son's mistake, but she still tries to present the case with a different perspective. She explains that there are various forms of love, highlighting a mother's love for her children as one of the most powerful. Knowing that Shirley also has a child, Beth says that she must understand. Eventually, Shirley agrees not to sue Adam and Chloe under one condition: if her son temporarily gets to be in a relationship with humans. After returning home, Beth informs her children that Shirley's son will be living with them, and she will be acting as his wife for the time being. Ugh. Adam and Natalie cannot digest the fact that they will need to consider an alien as a part of their family, but they don't have any other choice. In the next scene, Beth marries the alien in front of a small group of people. During the marriage ceremony, Adam is even more devastated to see Chloe broadcasting love with another guy. After marriage, the alien starts living together, which Adam and Natalie do not particularly enjoy. One day at school, Chloe tries to talk to Adam, expressing concern for his well-being. However, Adam, who is deeply hurt, refuses to listen and walks away. When he arrives home, the alien welcomes him and asks for a hug. Adam responds rudely, "You're not my dad," prompting a scolding from his mother. Later that night, Adam is awakened by a sound. He grabs a bat and cautiously descends the stairs to investigate, only to discover that his biological father, Mr. Campbell, has sneaked into the house to speak with him. After a brief father-son conversation, Mr. Campbell asks about his wife and wonders if she has moved on. Adam, feeling anxious about seeing his father after such a long time, excuses himself and rushes to the bathroom to hide his emotions. While he's away, Mr. Campbell secretly peeks into his wife's room and finds the alien sleeping on top of her. Yeah, sleeping. This sight shatters his heart, prompting him to leave. Soon, Adam walks out of the bathroom and feels sad to see his father walking away. A few days later, Adam and Natalie attend school, where they they notice all the students gathering outside. Shortly afterward, the principal announces that the school is shutting down because the aliens will be providing education through their nodes. Due to this, all the students are instructed to return home. Regardless, Adam stays a little longer, staring at the school building. After a while, he notices that the building's doors and windows are being covered. Suddenly, an idea strikes him, and he decides to utilize that space as a massive canvas. Meanwhile, at home, the alien, after watching old school Hollywood films, wants Beth to act like these conventional wives. As a result, he orders her an apron and a blonde wig, asking her to put it on. Just then, Beth receives a call from a workplace where she had left a resume months earlier. Excited, Beth decides to visit the workplace, but the alien stops her, claiming that his wife doesn't have to work. This sparks the argument between the two. Beth soon carries the alien away, turns off the TV, and leaves. All of their conversation is overheard by Mr. Marsh, who then approaches the alien to offer him help. Later that evening, Beth and her children return home and are taken aback to find Marsh donning the apron and wig. Marsh claims that he has accepted the alien's offer and has assumed the role of the alien's wife. Beth and her kids hardly control their laughter at his utter desperation. Over the next few days, Adam dedicates himself to creating a mural on the school's wall. On the other hand, Chloe starts feeling more and more isolated due to Adam's distance and her father's obsession with superiority. Eventually, Adam completes his mural, which symbolizes the immense difficulty the aliens have brought to human lives. Shortly after, Shirley's son happens to pass by and notice the mural. He then asks about its purpose, to which Adam replies that it represents the spirit of human resilience. The following day, Adam is summoned to the school, where he finds a crowd gathered. It turns out that the alien has brought his mother and an art expert to inspect the mural. After this, Shirley offers him a huge opportunity to become an artist in residence at their facility with a substantial salary. With everyone applauding him, Adam finds it hard to turn down this opportunity, ultimately deciding to accept. The next morning, a small circular spacecraft lands outside Adam's residence, and he boards it after bidding farewell to his family. This spacecraft transports him to the alien planet, where he is led through a dark tunnel leading to an auditorium filled with numerous aliens. Much to his shock, the aliens have taken his painting from the school walls and brought it there after modifying it. Now the painting symbolizes that the humans are very happy to live with the aliens. Following this, Adam is asked to spread this propaganda through his art. Adam, who always sought truth through his art, is unable to digest this, so he immediately returns to Earth. He apologizes to his family for not being able to make it, and they quickly forgive him. It's okay that you didn't sell out, son. That night, Adam is unable to sleep, so he decides to go to his school and start his new mural that aligns with his beliefs. There, he finds Chloe, who also couldn't sleep. Finally, the two reconcile their gaps, apologizing to each other. The movie ends with the two of them starting to work on a new art project titled Landscape with Invisible Hand. Subscribe for more videos like this, turn on notifications, and leave a like to help the channel out. Thank you for watching.